All right.
Yeah,
Welcome, everybody. So this is Mike, say it again, Pozorski.
Yeah, there you go.
Did I say it right?
Yeah.
I told Mike he is now our token male medium, that we have not had a male medium in Healing Warrior Parents and in the program before. So we're excited for that. I'm going to let Mike introduce himself and do his thing. Mike, I want to thank you for coming in and being with all of us neurotic women tonight. and our loud kids in spirit. So thank you. It's great to have you here with us. So I'm going to just let you take it away and go from there. If you guys will all mute, just like we did last time, and we'll let Mike have the floor and we'll go from there.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for having me and allowing me to share this ability with everyone this evening. So it's always like an honor and it's always a privilege for me to be able to do this and to experience this myself. So I am really grateful to be here with all of you to do this today. So I know Nikki said too that most of you are familiar with like how mediumship works and all that kind of thing. I'm sure you guys have had readings already, which is really great. Basically how I work, it's really simple. I'm just gonna connect in with whoever's with me with the current reading or whichever reading that I'm doing, and I'll relay whatever I'm getting. So I'll see spirit, I'll hear spirit, I'll feel spirit. All that's kind of happening internally with me. Like I won't see them like physically, like I see you, but I'll see them in my mind's eye. And then I'll just kind of relay what I'm getting. Sometimes I do get a pull to like who I need to speak to, or I'll see them in my mind's eye, like in your screen, and then I'll know exactly who I need to go to. Other times they won't really give me a pull, but they'll give me a lot of information and it'll be for one person. So it'll make sense to one person who's here. So that's pretty much it. Again, it's really simple. I don't want to make it complicated because it's not complicated at all. It is actually really simple in how this all works. But I just ask that you just be as open as you can to what is coming forward. I also, again, and I'm sure you guys know this too, like I can't guarantee everyone a reading here tonight. I will try to get to as many people as I can. And I'll stay with you too for as long as you need to, or however long the spirit person, your children or family members want to stay. With that being said too, I may also get other people in your family. That also happens. So if you're really, really wanting to hear from one person, someone else may step in first. I've usually found that like the majority of the time, like 90% of the time, the person who are wanting to hear from does come through, but they may not come through right away. And what can end up happening there then is that people kind of like almost like block themselves out from hearing a different message from somebody else. And then things can get kind of complicated. So just be open to who is coming through. And we'll kind of just go from there. So can I just start then? Can I just roll with it here? Okay. Alrighty, so let me just see who I have coming in here. Now, there is someone here. I just want to start laughing because he has a very good sense of humor when I'm connecting in. He keeps showing me here. There's a couple things coming in. I know I'm connecting in with a younger gentleman in spirit, a younger boy. I do want to say that this one feels younger as he's coming in. He keeps showing me a backpack. He keeps showing me something with a backpack. So I know that someone here would still have his backpack, and someone would have kept that. And I'm also supposed to talk about Ryan, or there's an R connection, or he's giving me like an R name that I'm supposed to recognize too. Okay, so we got one person waving here. Okay. Oh, I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm sorry. And I can't know how to say it. You can unmute yourself.
You can call me Antoinette.
Antoinette? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is this making sense so far?
Well, he's not really young, but his brother's Ryan.
Okay, his brother's Ryan. And do you have his backpack? Because he keeps talking about this backpack thing.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't touched his thing, so I do have his backpack from school. Yeah.
Okay, because he's talking about the lady here has his backpack. or he's like, my mom has the backpack. I know too, when I connect in with him too, he's just laughing and laughing and laughing.
Yeah, he
Now,
has a good sense of humor.
he's also talking, you must have just been in your kitchen recently. Did you just drop something or break something in your kitchen, like on accident, or spill something?
Um, something like that. Yeah, I did have the dropsies today.
He's like laughing about this, and he's also talking about you being in the kitchen, and he's showing like someone just like fell over. And he's like laughing about it. He's telling you that you do that every once in a while. There's something about that that's kind of silly. I know too that he's also giving me here. Um, are you also remodeling something in your home?
Yes, outside, right
Okay.
outside.
Because Spirit will give me things that are like happening currently in your life. Who's Michael?
Cousin.
Okay, he wants to say hello to Michael or Mike, because there's definitely an M name coming in too. And I know you're the A name, but is there another A name connected to a woman here too? Because he's talking about the other A name.
My sister.
Okay. Um, now, as he's coming in here, he does give me something. He's talking about his chest here. I don't know if he had issues with his chest, but he's talking about like these issues are resolved now, Mom. Like I'm happy, I'm okay, and I'm healthy. It almost feels like this was going on for a while. I know this has been going on for like a number of years, but I feel like I don't know if he was born with this or there's like some sort of like, is this has to do with his heart?
At the end,
Okay.
his heart gave out, but it wasn't.
Because he's talking about, yeah, he's talking about something to do with the heart. And I feel like there were issues around that for some time. But I also feel too that he would have been dealing with some sort of illness for a number of years.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Because I don't feel like this happens abruptly or like the sickness or whatever. This does feel like this is like this has been going on for a while. Okay, now give me just a second. He's giving me something here, and I just want to get this right. I don't know if you would know this, but he keeps showing me bears. I don't know why I keep getting that. Do you have a stuffed animal of a bear or something that he had, or like a teddy bear?
Yes, it watches football with us, so he's just watching.
Oh my God, that's what it is. Because he's talking. Okay, I'm thinking this like Chicago Bears or something. It is strange, but then it feels like I need to talk about like a stuffed animal connected with somehow.
Yeah, the stuffed animal comes and watches football with us every Sunday.
Okay, he wants to recognize that. And he's recognizing that because I know that you either sleep with it or you still hold it. And he's giving me a sense that his scent is on there, or you smell him sometimes. There's something like I feel like I can smell him. There's something like that going on too. You can understand that, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now I know he's around your home often. I know he's around the home often, and he's just like walking through, and he just has like this sense about him that's so carefree, and just like very easygoing, like as a child here. And I know that he just has that persona about him when I connect in. He's very easy to talk to. So I know that as he's coming in, I know people here would have felt like he was someone that could get along with very easily and can talk to. And he's also telling me too that do you keep a picture on your nightstand or next to your bed?
Yes.
Okay. Then you still kiss that picture, don't you?
Many of them.
Okay. Because he's talking about seeing you do that. And he's coming in today because he's so grateful that people still remember him and people still remember him. He's also talking about his father now. Was he close with his father?
Yes.
Okay. Because he wants to say hello to dad. And I know that he's giving me dad, and he's saying he's close to his dad and that he's with his dad often. Now he's talking about his dad was just, I don't know if he, okay, let me see what this says. I don't know if he works with like wood or he like fixes things or builds things or something, but he's talking about his dad just doing something like this. Now, I don't know if this is like a hobby thing of his or he did something for him after he passes, but I'm supposed to recognize like building something, or doing something like that. And it almost feels like it's like with wood. And he's talking about a car being connected with that.
A car?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would that make sense? Can you understand that?
Hmm.
Otherwise, I would
I
try
mean,
asking him, because it feels like he would have done something like that for him, or he would have built something or did something like that in memory of him after he passes.
okay.
Now, where does 1998 connect in with you? I just got the year of 98.
Hmm.
Now hold on. I may be with somebody else with these last two things, so I'm gonna see if that connects in. But I do sense and feel him around you, and he's telling me that he's gonna keep coming in, or he's gonna keep letting you know he's around you in some way. For whatever reason, he's telling me dreams are important. Something about dreams, he's saying. So
Yes.
I'm gonna leave that with you then, because I
Okay.
feel like I might be getting another individual coming in. And he keeps talking about this too. This is very similar to your son. I do feel like I'm going with somebody else here. Now I'm supposed to talk about 1998 being significant. I don't know if this is with this other loved one coming in here or not. There's something to do with either someone making him a car. This is like a small little car thing. There's something that I feel like was made out of wood. Now, if it wasn't a car, something was made for him, and I don't know exactly what this is, but I do feel like I'm picking that up. I'm also supposed to talk about Betty. This is a Betty too. Betty, B name. Okay, give me just a moment here. Let me just connect in with him a little bit further. Okay. Right. Okay. There's something here about someone did something for him with building something or fixing something, but he also liked to drive fast. There's something about driving fast in this car. I know I need to talk about that because that's what he's feeling me with this car thing that's coming in. And Betty too is supposed to make sense, or there's a B name that I'm supposed to talk about that's connected in the family somewhere too. So can anyone understand this so far?
I am and I'm not.
Okay.
My son graduated from high school in 1998, and my husband is a wood carver. It's not his father, and he loved to drive fast. So I'm not sure. And my name is Bernie.
Okay, so let me keep going with him here because I know it's another younger gentleman that's coming in. And I know that I'm gonna go with him. And if it makes sense, just tell me, just be honest.
Okay.
And otherwise I may be with someone else, but we'll see where it goes here now. Give me just a moment here. Okay, now one of the things that he is giving me, and he's saying he's sorry, he's apologizing about something. And it's almost as if like I feel with him that there was some sort of separation with someone else in the family. It is like a disconnect. I don't feel like I was connecting very well with someone in the family. And I feel like he's apologetic about that, or he feels sorry about something to do with that relationship here. I feel like it has to do with another male in the family. Does that make sense?
Kind of.
Okay, so let me just see what else he can give me here. Was he a little bit more reserved?
Yes and no.
Okay, because the way that he's coming in here, he's okay. He's coming in here a little bit more reserved, like just the feeling that I'm getting. He's very smart. He's very smart. I feel like he would have done really well in school, but I don't know if school was his favorite thing. But I know that he's very smart, or if he's telling me if I would have applied myself better, I would have done a lot better. He had that capability.
Yep. Yes, he did.
That I do know that he is giving me. Okay, come on, come a little bit closer here. I just want to come in here. Okay, now is your mom also passed?
Yes.
Okay, because he's telling me he's with your mom. or he's with grandmother, or he's with grandma or something. And your mom's also stepping in here too, and she's telling me that you wear, I don't know if this is a ring or if this is a bracelet thing, but do you have something like that that you still have or whatever?
Yes, and I wear them all the time, the ring and the bracelet.
Okay, perfect. Because she's giving me, I feel like she's giving me both of those. And she's telling me that now your mom coming in here, she's pretty funny, and she has a good sense of humor too. She feels very like it's either her way or the highway type feeling that I get with her, but in like in a loving way. Do you understand that?
Yes.
And she's telling me that she's looking after your kid, your son here. She keeps calling him kid. I don't know why that she's saying that, but I heard kid. And I know that she's watching over him and that he's not alone. And he's also telling me too that I don't know if this is early on for you, but he's really wants you to know he's with other family members. He's not by himself and he's not alone. And he doesn't want you to think that he's ever alone. So does that make sense? Because that's what he's telling me.
Okay.
Now, okay. Now, was your mom cremated? I just got something about cremations.
Yes.
Okay.
They both were.
They both were. Okay. Because I'm hearing cremations, and I know for sure your mom's giving me that, but your son also was. Okay. Okay. Alrighty. I just want to have the son come in a little bit closer with me here too. Okay. He's giving me, now he feels a little bit rebellious in some ways. He's definitely telling me that. And I want to say too here with him that there's also feels like there was like questions about his passing, or people were like unsure of like what was going on or like what had happened. I feel like those answers have been resolved though. Does that make sense?
I didn't really have questions. I mean, he passed from a drug overdose.
Okay.
But he had come to me and said to me, people think I committed suicide and I didn't. It was an accident.
Okay. Perfect. Because whoever that's for, and whoever may still be hanging on to that, they really need to let that go. It's not your job to do that. It's your job to do your own healing and stuff like that. But he's telling me that these questions about his passing have been resolved. So I know that that it happened and what had happened. And he does make me feel that. He does make me feel like there's like some responsibility over that whole incident.
Mhm.
Okay. I don't want to go too much into like emotional stuff with him. I don't feel like he wants to go there because he's making me feel like he's done so much work over there already with himself. And that he's not dealing with what he's saying very clearly, I'm not dealing with what I dealt with here. It's no longer an issue anymore. It's no longer a thing. He is telling me too that he does take partial responsibility for those emotional states, though. He is giving me that. And I feel like he's telling me he has more awareness around that whole situation with him. Okay. Now, where's the connection to California? I don't feel like I have to go like California, or I have to go west. I feel like I have to go west. I don't know where you're from, but is there a connection west from where you are?
The only thing I could think of was he knew a girl from high school that he went out to the West to visit years ago.
Okay.
That's the only connection I would have there.
Okay. Because I feel like he's also giving me something to do with family. Now, do you have other family members that are not where you are, like in the States?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. He's also giving me that too. Like, I feel like he's visiting other family. He's around other family members. And now, forgive me here too, but did you say you had another son still here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I am getting he's around his brothers, or he's around the other brothers. And I'm seeing that there. And I feel like he's either wanting to say congratulations to one of them, or there's something that is very positive going on for that person at this time. And he's very, very happy for him.
Good.
I do feel like he was very close with one of the brothers. I feel like there's a very close connection with one of them. And he's just giving me this sense and this feeling as I'm connecting with him too, that I don't know if one of them felt guilty or felt partially responsible or bad about that whole thing, but he really, really wants that person not to feel that way because it wasn't their fault. It had nothing to do with them at all. I know that he's telling me that. He wants me to tell you that.
Okay.
And I'm going to leave you with that. But before I do, he is saying happy birthday. So there's something about a birthday coming up, either for someone here or his birthday. So is there like a December birthday?
January.
January?
Oh, December. My father, but he's up there with him.
He's up there with him. I'm supposed to say happy birthday. Is that someone here?
It must be, because I don't think I know anyone with a December birthday.
Okay. He's just giving me birthday. I'm supposed to say happy birthday. Okay, hold on a sec here. Now, I don't know if I'm still with you or not, but is there something to do with a red ribbon? Or is there like a ribbon connection with him that someone would have here?
Not that I know of.
Okay. I'm going to leave his love with you then.
Okay. Thank you.
listening. But I'm going to kind of continue on here because I got something to do with a ribbon here. Okay. Okay. Give me just 1 second and let me see where we're going. This is a female coming in. I know that. Okay. I have something to do with breast cancer here. I have a woman that's wanting to connect in that passed from breast cancer. And she's talking about these ribbons. And she's talking about certain things that were kept in memory of her too. I'm supposed to say Julia. Julie. Something about Julia or Julie that she's talking about. Definitely Jay. I do feel like I need to talk about the J connection with her. Okay, coming a little bit closer here. Let me just see where she's wanting me to go. Okay. I need to come to, I'm on my right side of the screen here. I don't know if I'm with Kate Gray or I'm with Natalie Schwartz, but I feel like I'm over in this area with this woman coming in. She's talking about dancing. I feel like this woman too, that she would have liked to dance. Like it's just for fun when she was here too. She's coming in dancing. I don't know why I need to say that, but she's giving me that. Okay, I just wanted to give me some more here. Okay. She's also talking about something to do. She keeps showing me cooking. Okay, what's with the cooking here? Okay. Someone would still cook for her or do something like that for her, even though she's passed. I don't know what that is, or if they cook a favorite meal of hers, or there's something about making the favorite meal of hers, but I feel like someone still has that or does that for her when I'm connecting in. I have to say that this is either like an aunt or like a sister. I'm not sure. I just feel like I need to say that. I feel like that's what she's giving me relationship wise. I may be off on that, but I need to stick to like what I'm getting. So can you understand that? Is there anyone who can understand that information? Okay, Natalie, you're muted.
So I don't know if it's a little bit of a stretch, but my sister passed away from, well, she had ovarian and breast cancer.
Okay.
And Thanksgiving was like a really, really big event for our family.
Yeah.
Because her birthday and two of her children had birthdays during this month, during that week of Thanksgiving. So maybe she's making reference to the fact that it's Thanksgiving and it's actually one of the first years that the family hasn't been together.
Okay. Okay, so let me just kind of roll with her here. Did she dye her hair? Did she always do something with her hair? She's talking about her hair.
Yeah, well, yeah, we both did.
Okay. 'Cause
dye it red, I dye it red, and, you know,
Oh, yeah, okay. She's doing
But
your
she-
hair too.
yeah,
She's
she
telling
looked,
me she's doing your hair. She's like touching your hair,
oh, good.
doing this like and stuff like that. And she's actually telling me too that you've done something different with it or something new with it, and she likes it. That's just the way that she is, right? She
Please,
feels
very
like she feels like she would like compliment you or just say nice things. She's just like a very nice woman when I connect in with her. But she's also very blunt, very honest. I feel like that with her too, like part of her personality. Okay, so I'm gonna keep going with you if you don't mind, because I do feel like I'm with you. She told me to either go with you or the other person there, so I'm over with you here. So okay. She's saying thank you for helping me and taking care of me. I don't know, were you like what do you call that? I just feel like you must have been with her often before she passed, as like a caretaker in some way.
I was her healthcare proxy.
Okay, because
And-
she's making reference to you, and she's telling me that you did a lot of time with her, you took care of her and helped her and things like that before she made her transition. She's wanting to thank you because you helped her cross over, you helped her give comfort in that way.
They actually made sure that her death was dignified. I put her on a respirator and I pulled her off of it and made sure that she didn't have any pain.
Yeah,
I was with her.
yeah, she's talking about this, and she's making a reference to you going above and beyond, really, and being a caretaker for her in some way. Okay, so I'm just gonna have her just come in a little bit stronger here. I don't know what this is either. She's talking about like someone still having awards of hers. There's something about awards that I feel like I need to talk about, and it's like I feel like someone has these, or someone would have kept these things. Did she like run track, or did she like do something in gymnastics or something like that, like sports kind of thing in high school?
No.
Okay. Do you understand like the awards thing that she would have been given?
Yeah, she was involved in a lot of things, not sports related, that she
Okay.
had worked
Yeah.
for.
Yeah, sorry, that's my fault. Because she's talking about awards, and I'm like, what are these awards? So I just feel like someone would have kept them, or someone still has them. Yeah, she does give me that impression. She does make me feel like she was very well recognized within her community. And I feel like just people in general, like people just got along with her really well. And she really loved that. She loved people. I have to say that.
Yeah.
And it's like this whole thing with her getting sick was like, she's telling me it was completely out of the blue. She seems very healthy. She feels very healthy when I'm with her. And then I feel like something unexpected happens, or something kind of takes a turn with her health. And I feel like that the whole cancer thing kind of happened. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Because I just know that with her, like she takes care of herself, she's pretty healthy. And then something kind of just like awful like that kind of happened. Now she's saying sorry for going so soon, but she's not really sorry because it was out of her control in that way. But she is kind of just giving me that. I just heard her say that. Now, okay. Is there a Robert or a Rob connection too?
There's another R, but not Robert.
Okay. Where's it? She's talking about the other R then, because I'm getting some like Ron. I don't know if there's R coming in. Or Rick, something like that. Your
Richard.
son? Richard. Okay. See, yeah, the name's coming really, really fast. Like trying to pay attention to it, but I'm definitely getting an R sounding name. And were those two close? I feel like they were close. They're like a good relationship when she was here. Because I feel like he misses her. There's something about she's like he misses her, and she like recognizes that. I know she's missed by a lot of people in her family, but I feel like also from him too. And now did he, okay, let me see what this is. Talking about visiting her or going to visit her. when she was still living. She just wants to say thank you for that. So I feel like, I don't know if your son went and visited her or went with you and visited her, but I'm supposed to recognize something like that
He,
there.
pa- he, he passed away 6 months after she did.
Okay. Now, were there memories to do with that before he passed when she was sick, or did he like stay by her or visit her a lot? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Because I'm supposed to recognize that. Now, I'm going to ask him to come in here too, then, because they're giving me that name for a reason and they're wanting me to talk about your son then too. So I'm going to see what he can bring in here and what's kind of coming in. Now with your son, I don't know what this is. He's giving me a pressure on my head. He's getting this pressure on my head. So he's talking about something to do with his head. There was something going on there with him before he passes. Does that make sense? Okay.
Yes.
It almost feels like I can't hear very well. I don't know what that means, but he's like kind of covering up my ears a little bit there too. Okay, I'm gonna ask him to come in so I can blend with him a little bit more here. Okay, I'm not sure what this means to you, but he's showing me a railway. He's showing me like a train and railway tracks. I don't know if there was time he walked down this, or he would do this, or you did this with him, but he just gave me an image of that, just like quickly just popping in. So I'm gonna give that to you. I don't know if that makes sense or not. I hope it does, but he does show me that. Now your son too, he's giving me like music notes. I don't know if he really loved music or he was like into music, but I keep seeing that there. And I almost want to say too that someone, either there's something about doing something in memory of him connected with music. So I'll try to get a little bit clearer with that, but does that make sense?
That I don't know.
Okay. I want to ask him to give me a little bit more. I feel like someone did something in memory of him with music, either singing for him or doing something like that for him. He's talking about like his sweatshirts. I keep seeing like these like hooded sweatshirt things too. I don't know if you have those or not, but do you have like a tie-dye sweatshirt thing?
Somebody else may have it. I don't remember a tie-dye sweatshirt.
Because he's showing me that, and I feel like tie-dye shirts, and he's showing me like hooded sweatshirts and things like that too. So I feel like someone would have those, or someone would have kept those. Now, okay, let me go further with him, because now he's showing me something here too. Did he ever talk about wanting to do something about being a mechanic or working on equipment?
On cause.
Okay.
That's what he really always wanted to do.
Okay. Because he's telling me he's doing it in heaven now. He's doing something
good.
like that. Because he's standing like
we used to joke, and we even did at the funeral that, that was his dream. He wanted to be a car mechanic, and everyone said, there aren't any Jewish car mechanics.
Well, he's doing it now because that's what he's showing me. He's telling me if he was here, he'd be fixing up your car all the time. So I'm not sure what that means, but I don't have any problems with that. Nothing serious at all, nothing to worry about. But I feel like he would be the one to like help you with that or do something like that too.
Mm-hmm.
Mainly because he's giving me just like, I feel close with him and you. Like I feel there's a close relationship, close bond between him and you. He's showing me something too here. I just keep getting this phrase. I'll always be in your heart. I don't know if that means anything, but he just keeps saying that to me. He just keeps saying that. And I almost feel like there would be something either on like a plaque or something someone would have, but he's saying, I'll always be in your heart. I'm not sure if he's just telling me that there's like actual evidence for you that you can connect in there, but he is telling me that, he is giving me that there. Okay, let me see here. I also know too, there would have been roses or flowers planted for him after he passes. And
My husband brings a dozen roses to his grave every single week.
okay, he's talking about roses. He's talking about doing something like this for him. So I know that he recognizes that. His passing, was it very sudden or very quickly?
Yes.
Because he's like bringing me to that a little bit. I don't know how far he wants to go with it, but I'm open to him telling me. But he's just giving me this feeling of like I didn't have any pain, or there's no pain, and he's telling me that I was here 1 second, and then I'm there in spirit, and I didn't feel anything. It feels like I didn't feel anything. He keeps showing me. I don't know if this is with him or if there is like a second party involved, but it feels like someone wasn't sober. I just feel like someone wasn't sober.
Yep.
It feels like alcohol. That's just what I'm getting. Okay. Now, would this have to do with like a car? A car? I keep hearing car.
He didn't pass from a car, but that was, cars were his life. Just
Yeah, because I'm not sure if this is his passing or not, but I keep hearing something with a car. Did he have a red car? It's just a red car. Okay. I don't know if that may be with somebody else or connected with somebody else. I'm still talking about like a red sports car. Something about a red sports car. I don't know if it's a Corvette, but it feels like I need to say that. So that may make sense to somebody else, but I'm just gonna tell you what he's giving me. I don't know how much I'm not getting a whole lot more about his passing. I don't really feel like you need to hear that, but he's giving me this sense of like, it wasn't any pain and I passed very, very quickly. So I don't think he's going to give me more on that. But okay, let me see here. Okay. There's also another gentleman coming in quickly with you. And it's something with smoking cigars or cigarettes, but I keep seeing smoke or something with smoking. Is your father passed?
yes.
Your father smoke or something? The smoking with him? Cigars, cigarettes or something?
Not during the time that I knew him. I mean, way back, but I guess when he was young.
Okay. I just got the sense that your father's with your son too. Okay. I'm gonna leave you with that because I'm not getting much more, but I know they're around and with you. You have a few family members that are pretty close with you that are there. Those three in particular, I feel very strongly are around you. I feel like there's more, but we're not gonna go that far in. But does that make sense for you then? I'll leave you with that then. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Okay, you're welcome. Thank you. Okay, because I need to go with this whole thing with this smelling smoke. I don't know what this is. So let me connect in again because this is what happens. Sometimes they'll kind of come in here and I'll have to like piece this together and like who this is and who this is for and like who I'm going with here. But so just be patient with me here, please. But I just feel like I need to talk about, there's another gentleman coming in. I need to talk about someone smelling the smoke or smelling cigar or cigarette smoke still. There's a sense that he's giving me too that he was supposed to quit smoking. I don't feel like he did, or he did quit, but now he's smoking now. And it's like this whole joke thing. It's kind of supposed to be funny. I know that that's what he's giving me here. And
could it be pot?
Possibly. Let me go and see where this is going.
Okay. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, that's okay. If I'm gonna be honest, I didn't smell that.
Okay.
It smells like cigarette smoke or cigar smoke. There's something with that there. So let me just see. The feeling that I get with him too, and who this is for, is that I do feel like I don't want to say that he passes from this, but obviously smoking is really terrible for your health. But he's giving me this did not help his health situation, because I feel like he was not very healthy before he passes. And I feel like someone here is trying to help him to quit, or something to quit with the smoking. Okay, let me just see where I'm going here. I do know this is an older gentleman that is coming in. So it's either going to be someone's father or grandfather that is here today. And he's telling me someone smells the smoke or someone picks up on it. And okay, let me see if I can get a little bit more here with him. Okay, I'm gonna go with this here because he's pulling me in my left hand side here. So I'm not sure if I'm with Debbie Johnson or I'm with the person below. Your screens, everyone's screen's probably different here, but I feel like I'm getting pulled in this direction. I'm supposed to say there's either a John, or there's something with John or Jim, but there's definitely a J connection with this gentleman too that I need to talk about. So I do feel like I'm over here. Okay, that's fine. I feel like I'm over in this direction. So I'm going to stay with him because he is here. I do feel like he is coming in.
Mike, my grandfather passed of lung cancer. His name is George.
Okay. And is there something to do with smelling cigarette smoke or smelling tobacco smoke or something after he passes that someone would recognize or feel?
I smell cigarette smoke. I assumed it actually was a different grandparent, to be quite honest with you, when I've smelt it.
Okay. Because this gentleman here, I don't know if I'm with George or if I'm with someone else or not, but he
Okay.
is giving me this thing here that I feel like I need to talk about. And yeah, you are in my left hand. You're right above Debbie from my view. So I know I'm like over there. I'm in this area here. Okay. This particular grandfather like to have a few drinks because he's talking about the drinking. He's talking about, in like a fun way. But I feel like he'd like to have a lot of drinks actually when I'm connecting in with him. He feels to me like very happy-go-lucky when I connect in with him, and very boisterous. I don't know what that means, or if he was very opinionated about certain things, but I don't feel like he was afraid to speak his mind. Does that make sense?
Oh, not afraid to speak his mind. No.
Okay, because the way that he's coming in here, he's kind of like just like marching in here a little bit, and it's like he has this like aura, this sense about him it's like funny, but you have to kind of take him serious. You know what I mean? Because I just get this impression from him. He's also making reference to. There's also making reference to military with him. So I don't know if he was in the military or he had a connection with that when he was here, but I feel like there would be some sort of connection with that with you, or with him rather. But do you know if he did something like Navy related?
Two of his sons were Navy.
Okay.
I don't know if he was or not, to be quite honest with you.
Because I'm hearing Navy specifically. And I feel like there would be a connection with that, with the Navy, and so his two sons. Yep, sorry.
Yep, his two sons.
Okay, his two sons.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna come to you then, Nikki, here, and just go with this because he's stepping in here. I do feel like your son is also stepping in, but he's making me feel like he's with the grandfather in spirit over there. This grandfather has this like very like fatherly type energy. I don't know how to explain that, but he has a very like strong presence, like strong father figure presence that I feel like you would be able to trust really. Like when he was here, because he has that essence about him and that energy about him. Okay, so I'm gonna ask you. I feel your son's here. I really do. So
Okay.
I feel like he's stepping in. He's giving me two things. He's talking about letters that were written for him. And I feel like numerous letters, like more than one letter. And I just keep seeing writing about him or journaling or something. And I just get the sense that they're saved or like they're put away somewhere. And he wants to say thank you for that. thank you for remembering him in that way, because it just feels really, really good. I don't know what that is. If you did that
Those
or
are,
something.
I did not. A place where he had been, the boys there couldn't come to his memorial, so they all sent letters, and I actually just had to reorganize his trunk, and so I actually handled those letters within this
Okay.
last week, and I hadn't in 6
Okay.
years. So yeah,
Okay. He's talking about, it's more than one. I get like a lot of letters here, and
yeah,
I feel like,
there's
yeah.
a big old thick envelope of a lot of letters. Yeah.
Okay. He's just saying thank you for that. There's like so much love that's still being sent to him, from like a group of people or from a number of people, that he's showing me here. Okay, so I'm gonna ask him to come in here and just see if he can just impress upon me a few things here. I don't know what this is. Now he was showing me his shoes. I don't know what that means, but I'm seeing some
I
shoes.
have his last Earth pair of tennis shoes in that trunk, and I handled them a few days ago as well.
Okay,
And I actually was like, how ridiculous is it that I still have this kid's tennis shoes?
he's saying you have his shoes. And I'm like, you gotta tell me more about the shoes. I don't know what that means. But he's like, just say it anyways. And I'm like, okay, fine, I'll just tell her. But
I got the shoes.
he's a very persistent child.
Is it, you guys? Do any of you know that is Leaf persistent?
He's very, very persistent. He's telling me he takes after his mom. So I know that he's like, he's laughing about that, but he's very persistent. And okay, all right, okay, hold on a sec. Let me just get a little bit more with him. I'm gonna give you some very simple messages too, because I know you're very aware of him. From what you've said too, like he's just so happy. I just get this, like, he's so happy. He's so full of life when I'm connecting in and when I can see him here, in my mind. But like, I feel too when he was living, just very happy kid. And people felt that and knew that about him there. Now your son, this is very interesting. I don't know where this is gonna go, but he has like this certain healing aspect about him. So I don't know if he helps you with that or he helps you with your work, but he's
Okay.
making me feel like he had a very natural healing thing with him when he was living though too. And it's almost like other kids felt that, or other kids knew that, or something. I don't know what this is, but it's really interesting. But I just get that impression that he's giving me too, that he's giving me here.
Okay.
It almost feels like, I don't know if he ever said this to you, if he wanted to work in healthcare or be a doctor or something. I don't know what that is, but I'm just getting something around that. So I'm gonna just pass it on. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but he's definitely, without a doubt, giving me this like healing energy that he had when he was here, something there. And definitely in spirit now too. He's talking about here too. Now, did someone get a tattoo of him or in memory of him?
Yes, I have his name, and our whole family got matching tattoos, and I have his ashes in my tattoo.
Okay. He's talking about tattoos. He likes the tattoos.
See,
And I don't know if you were questioning about, is it black and gray? Are they like black and gray tattoos?
his name is in blackish gray. Yeah.
Okay. Because he's kind of just showing me here a little bit. Okay, so let me just kind of keep going with him. He's talking about, okay, let me see. He's talking about purple flowers. I don't know what that is, but I'm seeing like purple flowers, and specifically purple flowers. And there's also a dog with him in spirit. I know someone lost a dog. Did you lose a dog?
Yes, he's made it known to me that he has been around 3 of our dogs in spirit, and he stays pretty connected to one in particular.
Okay, because there's a dog with him. he's standing like right here, and there's a dog by my legs right now. He's like petting the dog. He's the dog's with him. Okay, see if you can give me more here. He keeps holding your hand. So let me see what this is. Now, were you with him when he passes?
I was not with him, no.
I don't know what this is. He's talking about either holding his hand or feeling his hand. Did you have an experience where you felt something on your hand or on your shoulder or something after he passes?
Within the first week, he came to a family friend, and the friend told me to go, and I was still in very raw, deep shock grief, go into my bedroom and light one of his candles. And I kind of dozed off, and I fell asleep with my hand over on the side of the bed. And what woke me up is that I felt him squeeze my hand, because in Earth life, I would squeeze his hand to tell him that I loved him, and he would squeeze it back to say I love you back. And that's what my first physical touch experience with him was after he left body.
Perfect, because he's squeezing my hand and he's telling me that he did this with you, or there's some sort of experience that was pretty profound.
Yes.
Not just everyday thing holding his hand. This is different. This is like there's some experience that you had with it.
Mhm. Absolutely.
He's saying he keeps coming in. He keeps like showing that he's around in different signs, different experiences, and I feel like he's gonna keep doing that.
He better.
And yeah, okay. So alrighty, let me see what this is here too now. He's talking about a trip to Florida.
Yeah.
He's talking about going to Florida. He's going to be with you in Florida, or something about a trip to Florida.
So he sent me to live in Florida.
Okay.
He literally gave me signs, and I moved to Florida. And that's where I'm at now.
You're in Florida now?
Yes.
Okay.
I jumped in a car on a wing and a prayer and moved to Florida because my dead kid told me to, pretty much, as part of my story.
That's what he's telling me now too. So this must be validation for you or something. Because he's talking about you going to Florida and he's going to be with you in Florida. That's what I hear from him right now.
Yes, he's very present in Florida for sure.
Okay. And were you thinking about going to Disney World?
No, I wasn't, but I actually made a post today that said I went to the most magical place on earth last night, and it was not Disneyland. So
okay. And that's something connected with him then, I'm assuming?
I was with a couple of other warrior moms, and so the kids were very present, but yeah.
Okay.
But I had always kind of had regrets that I didn't take my kids to Disney World or Disneyland. Now I live near one of the Disney places, and I'm like, I could never do that. There's so many people there.
Yeah. He's giving me something about that. Something about Disney World, Disneyland. Now, for the record, I didn't see your post. No idea.
It was in a private classroom, actually, so you couldn't have seen it. So
this is what he's telling me. So if that makes sense to you, and that reference, that makes sense that he's with you then, or he was with you there.
Absolutely.
He does show me that. He is showing me that something there. I do feel like he's kind of leaving now too. Like I feel like he's already gone, to be honest. He's in and out.
Like, I'm done.
Yeah. Like it's just like all of a sudden he's like not here. I'm like, where'd you go? I'm like, I'm still talking to you. Okay, so I'll leave his love with you then, because he's not here anymore. So
I love that he validated that he works alongside me, because a lot of these women know him. He will come to them as well to validate afterlife, and a lot of times before they can connect with their own kids, they'll recognize Leaf because he is so loud. So I love that he brought that up, because I've always felt strongly that we do work side by side together in this work.
It's true. I mean, like I tell people too, to be completely honest and transparent. Like, even though I'm a medium and I do this, like, I don't have all the answers to the other side,
Right.
but I just know from like what they tell me, and it's like, oh,
Yeah.
like that's the thing, like that's something that they're doing. So perfect.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you. So, okay, let me just keep rolling here. Okay, give me just 1 second and let me connect in with who's here. Okay. Okay, come on here a little bit closer. Okay. Okay. I do have someone here. This is a female coming in. So I just wanted her to come in a little bit more. Just one of the first things she's giving me is a very free-spirited person when I connect in with her. She's coming in like she kind of just does things like just goes with the flow with certain things, very free-spirited with certain things. Okay. Okay. She's talking about her passing a little bit here. And she's telling me that there's something about her not being in the, I don't know if this is like an emotional state. She wasn't like clear-headed, or something wasn't quite right. Something emotionally with her. I think this is depression. She's kind of giving me that here as I'm connecting in. I know it's for somebody here. I know this is connected in, and I keep hearing mom. Okay. Talk to the mom. So talk to the mom. I'm supposed to say hello to the mom. Saying my mom's here. So who can understand? Does someone have a daughter or like a younger woman passed? Younger female?
I have a daughter who passed.
Okay. Does anyone else make sense of this before I kind of keep going with her here because she's here?
Yes, I had a daughter that passed.
Okay. We got a couple people. Okay, so
She
Rhonda.
had neurological problem, but not depression.
Okay, and who's the other? Sarah. This also somewhat makes sense so
me.
far.
Yeah, me.
Okay. Just tell that my mom's here. She's giving me that. Now you'd have to understand too, like something like her emotional well-being or like emotional stuff wasn't quite right. It's like this feeling that I feel like someone was trying to help her to get help around this situation, or they're trying to help her. And I just feel like there's like some reluctancy, or I feel like I'm not totally open to that. And I just feel like she's giving me that. So would that make sense for either you two? Okay, so Kathy, yes, okay. And Sarah, no. No, okay.
Not quite.
Okay, that's fine. So she will give me the right person here. As I'm going with more and more information. Okay, I just need her to give me a little bit more. Now, with your daughter, she keeps holding up a painting. What's with the painting?
That might be mine. I'm not sure.
Okay. She's talking about a painting. I feel like it's almost like framed, or someone has it kept, or it's like kept really nice.
My daughter made me a painting for Mother's Day a couple weeks before she passed.
Okay. And now your name's Sarah. Is there a passing of the name or something? Is there passing of the name? Like same name?
Not really.
Okay. Is there another S name connected with her somehow, or middle name? Got something to do with that.
My daughter's an S name.
Okay. because I'm looking at Sarah's name and it's like something this S name connected with her too. So
My daughter's last name was Snelling, and since her passing, two of her nieces have been given her middle name.
okay. Okay. So Rhonda, does this all make sense to you?
No.
Okay. I have her here. We're gonna keep going with it. We're gonna place this, hopefully sooner than later. But okay, so let me see if she can give me something very specific. Okay. I'm supposed to talk about, there's also, now I felt like I got this already. There's definitely, again, I'm getting like a Julie name here. There's something with Julie or Janet or there's a J. I'm getting another J here connected. I don't know if there's Jean, but there's a J here. And I know that as I'm connecting with her too, she would have been involved with either tap dancing or ballet dancing, or something along those lines.
Tap dancing for years.
Okay. Because she's tap dancing. She's doing something with the dancing. And I know that because I'm asking her for something specific, and I know that would be significant here.
Every reading I've had, like group reading, they're always talking about her dancing.
Yeah. Okay. Rhonda, I do feel like I'm with you. So I'm gonna go with you here because she's dancing right now. I can like hear the taps.
Every time. The only thing I can think of is when she first became conscious after her procedure. She's told me since that, she knew something was wrong. She knew that something didn't go right.
Okay. So let me blend with her and connect with her. Now I know who I'm with. I do feel very strongly I'm with you, Rhonda. So let me just kind of keep going with her here.
No, I'm the one that has depression. She did not. She was
Okay.
absolutely the farthest from it.
Right. Okay. So let me just see, because she may be giving me something like that as a message for you, because I did hear depression. So if there's something that you're currently kind of going through, this is temporary. She's telling me. So she's telling you not to worry. So I'm just gonna kind of just get messages kind of flowing in here because I know I'm with you. So okay. Let me just see here. Now she's talking about a gentleman still here. Now, did she have a brother?
Yes, Ryan.
Okay, and he's still here, correct?
Yes.
I feel like they had a very good relationship. She's talking about her brother, and the brother misses her very much. And I know that she's around him a lot.
I believe that.
And
she was the only one that he could open up to and confide in. She was the only one. She was a little mother hen to him.
Yeah. Okay.
And he's not mentioned her name or won't talk about her since.
Okay.
And it was June 3rd, 2019.
Okay. Now I just know with her that she's around the brother. She's talking about her brother and there being a special bond there.
Oh man, was there?
And I do feel very strongly too, as she's giving me that. And from what you just said, that in time, she's telling me that he'll open up slowly. And just saying in time. So just there's needs to be patience with him with things going on. And I just feel like for you having patience with him too, it's almost this feeling that she's giving me here about the brother too. Things are going to be okay. I just what I'm getting around that situation. And I feel like around the relationship between you and him too, she's saying things are going to be okay with that whole thing there. Now, is there a connection? Yeah. Is there also a connection, please, to do with, she keeps showing me the ocean. I don't know what that means.
That's her favorite place. And she was engaged and they were going to get married at Destin, Florida.
Okay. She's like, I'm with her right now and she's walking me down next to the ocean and she's saying she loved to be here, or this is something that she really liked.
Her favorite place.
And she's talking about rocks or holding the rocks, something about rocks too. I don't know if she collected them or had a collection of rocks, but she's talking about these rocks too that I feel like are by the ocean there as well. Now, okay, I just gonna keep going with her here. The love that this woman has for like you and like life in general is like really something. I have to tell you that.
She loved life. She was so vivacious.
She has this like aura and energy about her too, and a lot
Yeah.
of spirit people do, but she's coming in like she's just like all for it. Like, and one of the
Yeah.
first things I was getting, like being free spirited and being
Yes.
open to life and things like that.
Yes.
She's kind of like very much coming back to that. She wants you to know too that this whole incident around her passing is not your fault. It wasn't your fault. I just keep hearing that like over and over again. She wants you to know that and really know that. Now she's also telling me that she sometimes visits you at night. I don't know if you like woke up a couple times and felt her, but she's telling me that she comes visit
She
you at
rubs my
night.
head at night when I'm going to sleep.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yes.
Okay. Now, that may not always be the most convenient time, but she is giving me that anyways. And it's like, I almost feel too, there's something about her sitting on your bed that you felt.
Yes. Yes.
She's telling me that like you felt her sit on the bed or you felt her sitting on the or something
Yes.
there. And
Yes.
she's saying that this is her and that you knew that to her, that you felt that. And
Oh,
she
yeah.
just like, she like slowly like strokes your hair or strokes
Yeah.
your head there too. And it's
Yeah.
just like this feeling that you like, you know that, or you sense it. She just wants you
And
to
I
know that
do.
that's her.
And I recognize that as her. Yes, I do.
Okay. Now this is not your imagination or anything like that at all. This is really her. There's no way in hell that I would know that. So she's
Right.
doing it to me. But she wants you to know that this is her and this is her way of coming in because she's very affectionate and very like touchy. I want to say
Yes.
like give you a hug. She'd always give you a hug or
Yes.
something.
Oh, always, every time. There was not a time.
Yeah, it's like every time you'd see her, she'd give you a hug and a
Yes.
kiss, and just
Yes.
like you just felt that with her. And I know that even in spirit now, she continues to do that. Like she's still doing that for people. Very giving person. Now let me just.
A J name. Her fiance was Jacob. Jakey.
Okay, because I know there's a J connected that was close there. She's also telling me too that now before her passing, she's making me feel like either there was like a shift or a change, like a positive change in direction in life for her, like during that time. Did she had just graduate, or is there something about like new career or like a shift in
New career.
graduation?
Not even. She had a new career and new home. They had just bought a new home.
Right.
And oh yeah, I mean everything was just.
Who has the White House?
Oh, she has the White House.
She's taking me to this home and I'm standing in, so there's a white home or a white house that I'm looking at. And she's telling me she visits this house still or visits this home
Oh,
still.
I'm sure she does. I'm sure she visits Jacob very much.
And she wants him to know that. Now, I'm also supposed to talk about an angel statue, or there's like an angel statue in memory of her.
Yes.
Okay. And I feel like she's showing me this angel statue, and next to it's like this little prayer, or there's like a little note thing. I don't know if someone reads this thing, or someone has it, but I definitely getting that sense there.
There's a very nice picture on Facebook of her. Her stepsister that was pregnant at the time of her hopping the veil.
Okay.
There's the cutest picture because she knows pictures of Rachel whenever she sees them, and they very much kept her informed about Rachel. And there's a statue picture with her sitting by the statue kissing it like she's kissing Rachel.
there's something to do the statue thing, and I just feel like there's a connection there with that too. I also know too that she's wanting to recognize that you still talk to the photos or you still talk to the pictures.
Yes,
And just
yes.
and just know that like that's okay to do, and who cares if someone hears you. That's what she's telling me. So I know that she sees that and recognizes that too. She loves you very much. She just has this open heart that she's sending love to you. I know she's going to
Yeah.
be around you, and I know that you're going to continue to either sense her or just like grow in that way too. She's telling me too here before she goes that she's so proud of you, and proud of you in a way of where you've come since her passing to where you are now. Because I don't know if you give yourself enough credit sometimes, because she wants you to do that, but the growth that you've already had has been pretty incredible. And she wants you to know that she's watching you and she's seeing you evolve and she's seeing you grow, and she's happy that you're on the journey that you are. Does that make sense?
Yes, very much.
Now you need to hold on to that, and you need to give yourself that. I don't know what that means, but she wants you to just
That's a pattern in my life of people saying that.
yeah. Well, your daughter's here to tell you again. So just know that and understand that as you kind of move forward. I'm gonna leave her love with you because I
And
do
then you was
feel like
talking about the food earlier. Just today came home from, that's why I was late, was
okay.
a Thanksgiving meal, and grandma made her noodles that was her, she called them
Oh,
nudes. That was always her favorite, and about grandma always cooking for her,
yeah.
and there was a plate set for her,
Okay.
and noodles for her.
Good. Good. Because I'm definitely getting that. Now, okay, I feel like I'm actually still with her here. Now, she just showed me quickly. I feel like this is still with you. Do you have a picture or a piece of jewelry of hers in your purse? I just feel like I need to like reach into a little bag thing, and I feel like there's either a picture or a ring of hers there.
I have a wave ring. Yes, I have finally gotten back some of her jewelry.
Okay, because I feel like I can like pull something out. There's something in the purse or the bag or something that's there. Okay, now I just got something
And
to do.
there's a box that I just got from her to be mother-in-law that I haven't even opened yet, so I don't know what's in that box.
Okay, yeah, okay. I'm gonna leave her love with you then.
Yes, thank you. Yes, I don't want to
yeah.
take up. Yeah, thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you for being so open for those messages here. Okay. So let me just kind of keep going here. I'm going to do one more reading here, one more connection. Okay. Okay, give me just a moment to see who this is. Honestly, I don't know if this is still with Rhonda or not, but I just got something to do with hairdresser. I just heard hairdresser. Rhonda, that doesn't connect with you, does it?
Yeah, I've been having a hell of a time.
There's something about hairdressing or the hairdresser or something like that.
Yeah, she would very much understand that I've been having a hell of a time. That
Okay.
hell of a time. Yeah, and that would be.
Okay.
She knows how I've been struggling with that, and yep, Mama knows.
She just said talk about the hairdresser thing, so I'm gonna leave you with that then, because I feel like that was kind of her last thing there. Okay, so I'm gonna make one more connection here, one more link. Okay, so let me just see who I have. Okay.
And then the only other thing that I didn't say anything earlier, sorry not to interrupt with you
Okay.
trying to connect, but
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
she is with her grandfather, Russell, and Russell smoked a pipe.
Okay. 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 Thank you. Thank you. Goodness. Okay. I guess it had something to do with something with not being able to walk here before I go. It feels like there's knee trouble here that I'm feeling from this person. There's something about not being able to walk, and I'm able to walk again. I'm supposed to say that I'm able to walk again because I do feel like it's a gentleman coming in. And I feel like he's telling me to talk about being able to walk again, be able to move again. I feel like there was some physical issues, or like I wasn't able to get around very well before I go, and I feel like I'm now able to do that again. Okay, so let me go with him here. Just want to connect it a little bit closer. Okay. Okay, give me a little bit more. Okay. I know that when I'm connecting in with that, it's like this feeling of someone that's here would have helped either with his crutches or helped him in a wheelchair. And I almost feel too that someone would have kept either the crutches or the wheelchair, or someone would have kept something that he had and had to use to help him get around. Okay. Okay, now let me just see where I'm going here. This does feel like a close connection, like a close relationship. Man, I feel like I'm with a grandfather. So I don't know if this is like a granddaughter here, or this would be like I don't know what this is, but it feels like I need to connect with a woman here, and I need to connect in with like a closer type relationship before I pass. I either have father or I have grandfather, but there's this feeling of like I help him, or he's telling me to talk about helping him get around, helping him move around from being in a wheelchair, and I know he's able to walk again. Now, okay, I am also getting to that there was something with having to move him to either like two nursing homes or to a different facility, and it feels like there's like this fuss about it, and it was not pleasant. But he's giving me this feeling like, I'm happy that you did that anyways, because that's what he would have wanted, or that's what he wanted. And I know that someone had to deal with that or go through that with either the doctors or the nurses or something. It's almost like it feels like he wasn't getting the care that he wanted, and we had to go somewhere else with them. Just like really weird thing that I feel like I'm picking up there about that situation. Okay, so before I go any further here, can anyone take that information? Okay.
I can, Mike, but it was with my son.
With your son, okay. And you can understand too, please, that do you have something of his, like either this is like a wheelchair or crutches or something that was kept?
No, that's the one thing I don't understand, but everything else I do.
All right, well, let me just see where I'm going here, because I might have two people with you, or there's like two people coming in. There might be a grandfather that's with him, because I feel like I have like two that are stepping in. Can you understand Kevin?
Yeah, that's my nephew and my son's best friend.
Okay, he just said Kevin. He's like, say hello to Kevin for me.
Yeah, he's actually going to be here in about 10 minutes.
Okay, so Kevin's coming over. Great.
He's coming over.
I feel like, yeah.
He doesn't come over often, so that's funny. Yeah.
Okay. Now he's also telling me too that Kevin would have helped him with some of his difficulties and some of the stuff he was going through. I feel like emotional support and things like that he got from me, he just wants to thank him, and he's so happy for him too. He's very proud of him and happy for him where he is currently in his life, because there's new things that he's kind of venturing into, and he's happy to see that. He wants him to go for it. I just keep hearing that. and I'm sure that would make sense to him. So let me just connect in with him a little bit more. Okay. And okay, he's coming back to this whole thing about not getting the right care. And he's saying thank you for recognizing that and taking care of him because he didn't get what he should have gotten. Does that make sense?
Yeah, kind of. Yes. I
Okay.
understand what he's saying.
Okay. And he's just giving me that there quickly. He's also giving me here too. He's showing me like a little shrine or altar table thing. I don't know what you call it, but it's like a little table thing. And I feel like some of his items are there or things are placed there for him. And I feel like someone either stands there or puts things on there. And it's almost like I'm seeing like a book too, or there's something about a book. Is there a book connection to you with him, or did you save his books?
I have all his books, and he was an avid reader.
Okay.
Yeah.
Show me a bunch of books.
Yeah, I have a big bookshelf of his.
Okay. And it's almost like this feeling of like I take the books and I read them, or I look at them still, or I hold them, or I just have them. I just know that he's giving me that. Okay, let me just see. Sometimes look at me images and it's like, what does this mean? Okay, he wants me to talk about like horses. What's with the horses? Is there a connection to you with horses?
Not that I know of, no.
Okay, gotta give me a little bit more on that here. Okay. Okay. There's something to do with either going, this feels like this has already happened, and I feel like he was already passed. But
Okay.
is there a memory to do with you going on a vacation somewhere and going horseback riding?
My daughters, we used to like to do that a lot. Yeah, and we did. We all went. Yes, we
Okay.
did do all that before he passed.
And did he not particularly like that, like at all?
He wasn't crazy for that. No.
Yeah, either am I. I
And-
cannot do that. Like my mom's a huge like horse fan. I just like can't do that. But like he's like laughing about it. He's telling me about this like memory that you would have with him about the horses. And
Yes.
it's a feeling of like he just doesn't want anything to do with it.
Right. But his
Um,
sisters loved it. Yes.
Okay. Now I know there's a lot of love from his sisters too that he's wanting to send to them as well. Now, is it just 2 sisters that he has?
3.
Okay, that's what he's saying. I'm getting 3. Now, were there 3 people with him when he passed? He's talking about 3 people in particular. I don't know what this means.
His dad and a couple nurses. So yeah. We left right before, so that could be.
Okay, he's
Yeah.
talking about the 3, something in particular about the 3, and he wants to recognize them in some way. And there's also must be like a January connection. He just flashed January in front of me. So usually I get that. It's like birthdays or like anniversaries or something. I want to say it's like the beginning of January that I feel like he's giving me.
His sister's birthday is December 30th.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's this feeling that I don't know, because I feel like January. So maybe something will click, but I feel like I'm in that area there, like some sort of celebration, some sort of anniversary. He also just gave me March too. I'm also getting March popping in. Okay. He has a ton of energy. When I connected with him, like a ton of energy. Like this kid was like nonstop, I feel like.
Yes.
And he's telling me that like that's what really was hard for you. Because like he had all this energy, he was always moving around and doing things, and all of a sudden he's like not able to do those things anymore. And he's not wanting to bring up that type of thing, but he's just telling me that that's what really you just hated so much. And he really wants you to know. And the reason why he's coming through today is that he is running around and moving around and doing that kind of thing now. Now, was he like either involved with like basketball or football or something? There's any like sports things there.
He played a lot of sports. Yeah.
because I feel like it's more than one.
Mhm.
And he's really good too. Like he's athletic.
Mhm.
Okay. He's saying it wasn't half bad. So I don't know, whatever way that's taken, but
Yeah.
I do sense him there. And this is interesting. Okay. Now I do feel him kind of stepping back, but just giving me this one last thing. I don't know what this is, but it's like I'm getting like a leather jacket, or there's something about like a black jacket that I feel like he's showing me. I feel like I can like zip it up, but he's showing me like a jacket thing that I feel like would be still here, or that's connected with him somehow. Um, is there something to do with like a letter jacket or like a high school jacket thing?
Yeah, I mean, we have all his high school jackets. Yeah, his sister just borrowed his high school letter jacket. Like it's like a rain jacket, and she just wore it.
Yeah, that's what he's talking about. He's talking about jackets, and he's telling like, no, they're the letter ones. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
say that.
Yes.
Okay. He wants to hand you a rose, and usually that just means like sign of love and appreciation. But he wants you to hand you the rose, and that he's saying he's also comes through in butterflies. I don't know what that means. He's talking about like butterflies, and I'm seeing them flying all around my head right now.
Yes.
And he wants you just to remember that and to know that that's one of the ways he comes through.
Thank you. That was incredible. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you so much. Okay, I am gonna end there then. So thank you all for listening to me tonight and being so open to these messages.
Thank you, Mike, so much for being here with us. That was awesome. You did great.
Yes,
Everybody
thanks,
can
Mike. It was
tell Mike
great.
thank you.
Thank
You're
you.
very welcome. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
And I will get with you, Mike, on presenting for the big group too. If you want to come in and meet more of the warriors, we would love to have
Sure.
you speak and be a presenter. So
Yeah, absolutely. So thank you so much. And it's really, I feel honored and privileged to be able to do this for everyone tonight, and you guys to be able to experience that. So thank you.
thank
Thanks,
you. And
Mike.
I will get Mike's information up in the classroom so that you guys know where to find him. And that you know what his page is, so you can follow him. He does different events and he does private readings. So just, another great person to add into your repertoire for healing. So thank you so much, Mike. We appreciate you being with us. For the rest of you, when Mike pops up, if you guys want to stay on, and we'll do our closeout and all of our things and go over housekeeping for this week and what else we've got coming up as far as Reiki and those sorts of things. So thank you so much, Mike. I will speak with you soon. I so appreciate it. You did a phenomenal job. It was so nice
Awesome.
having a male energy in here too. So that was cool.
Yeah, there you go. All righty. Well, thank you so much. We'll see you later.
Thank you.
Yeah. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
That was refreshing to have a male medium. Like besides sitting in on John Edwards groups, that's like the first male medium that I've really watched work. So that was kind of cool. Who enjoyed Mike? I thought it was kind of neat to have a new name around too,
Yeah, I thought he was good.
Yeah.
I like his energy.
Yeah, absolutely. So before Kathy pulls and we close out, just so you guys know, tomorrow we have Reiki with Tara, 2 different times, 11 a.m. and I think 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, both of those. Of course, those are recorded as well. Wednesday night, we will do grief coaching, grief guidance, grief discussion, open discussion with me facilitating at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will get the December calendar up in the next few days. But those 2 Sundays and Wednesdays will always stay the same. So all the other Reiki and some Kathy's going to do some Oracle stuff. Kate is actually going to do some rune reading stuff. So we'll have some different things popping up. I just posted on the page too that if you want to sign up to be part of the Secret Santa exchange, these are going to be Secret Santas from our kiddos. So like I'll get everybody paired up or however that looks, and then you'll actually bring in your kid and their kid so that you can shop for them from their child. So you guys will be getting gifts from your children in spirit for Christmas. So I just posted, if you want to sign up for that, just follow the directions and I'll get you. Other than that, the weekly drawings, guys, you're all already signed up. You don't have to sign up for that. Just in your enrollment, you're automatically in the hat for that. Trying to think if there's anything else. Oh, I am going to post to see where you want to gear discussion at, because everybody's on so many different levels, like where you want to gear discussions and some topics that you want to hit in the grief guidance. Because I work better when you guys guide me to what I need to guide. Does that make sense? So I'm going to be posting that too. Other than that, is there any questions, comments? Also, I was going to tell you, we have 4 more weeks of mediums coming through. One of the things to do is ask your child to be loud. So say, I do really want to hear from you. Will you please step up? And they may be waiting for whoever, so I always tell Leaf, if you need to come in and tell me something, come in and tell me. And I have to tell you, tonight was great because I've always said that he works alongside me. I feel like that's been validated on the airplane, but to have Leaf validate it, that seals the deal for me. Like now I'm like, okay, good. I haven't been crazy. So always ask your kid to come through and talk and give some messages. I think it's neat that we're having a lot of extended family members come in too. That's kind of cool and refreshing as well. Other than that, anybody have questions, comments before Kathy pulls our oracle card, and then we'll do our energy closeout? Anybody? Okay. Take it away, Kathy.
Okay, I'm going to pull tonight from the Gaia Oracle, and we'll see what we get. This was my first deck, and I've always kind of liked it. So we'll see what it has to say. Okay. We get number 39, Perception, Beyond the Veil of Illusion. So let's see. The lady featured on this card looks directly at the observer. She radiates love and wisdom, yet stands firmly in her own truth. From this standpoint, she is able to see beyond the veil of illusion. She has shown up in your reading today to reflect these same qualities within you. You are advised to stand your ground with regard to a particular person or issue. Stand within your own truth and don't be swayed by another's beliefs, opinions, or views. If it doesn't feel right, then it's not. Trust your intuition and gut feeling on this one. Be true to yourself. You can respect another's views without having to change your value systems. If it doesn't align with your values, then don't take it on. And the affirmation that goes with this card is, I honor another's truth, but stand firm within my own. I am comfortable with who I am. I keep an open heart and mind. I empower myself when I honor my values. In being true to me, I am also true to others.
Perfect. Love it. Thank you, Kathy.
And I'll post that in the group.
Awesome. Thank you. All right, guys. I hope everybody's feeling okay after the holiday as we're beginning to move into December. That's one of the reasons I want to know what you guys need help with, what you guys want to discuss, and where we need to kind of gear the guidance sessions to. I do plan on doing some like doing at some point a crystal grid guidance too, because I think that can be very powerful. I did just post Rebecca Hanley last year had compiled all the Abraham Hicks death lectures together on one YouTube channel. I just posted that collection again in this year's program because it's a great time to start revisiting some of those you know, truths that resonate with each of us so that you can get geared up to really living strong in the present and in your truth as we move into December. So I listed it under healing activities, and if you'll go into topics and look, I've put a lot of different stuff under healing activities. Instead of calling them assignments, I'm calling them healing activities. So
Homework by any other name.
hey, I'm trying to ease y'all into it this year instead of being so bossy. So on that note, let's go ahead and take a nice deep breath in. And relax, close your eyes, and repeat after me. Archangel Michael,
Archangel Michael,
Archangel Azrael,
Archangel Azrael,
please come down
Please come down.
and cut all energetic cords
and cut all energetic cords
that feed me negativity,
that feed me negativity,
that lower my vibration,
that lower my vibrations,
that does not serve my healing or highest purpose.
that does not serve my healing or higher purpose.
Please surround and protect me in divine white light.
Please surround and protect me with divine white light.
Thank you, and so it is.
Thank you.
Thank you. So it is.
All right, get that energy moving through your hands. I like to do it with jazz fingers. Palms up, hands out. Here come the dogs just in time to disrupt our flow. Go away. Go play in the other room. They actually listened. All right, so back at it. Palms up. And assertively say, I call all my power back to me now.
I call all my power back to me now.
I want you to see rays of light, beams of light coming in from each other, coming in from all over the world if you've been online, from the grocery store, from church, from the mailman, whoever you've come into contact with, whoever you've had an energetic exchange with, see the beams of light of your power from source coming back from them and being drawn back to you. As that light centers into the palms of your hands, you may feel the warmth there. As it hits there, it turns to liquid light, kind of like ink, and it runs down into your forearms, filling up your body cavity, moving up through your upper arms and shoulders, through to the chest space, fills up the neck and the head area, back down through the chest where it lights up the heart, down through the abdomen and the hip area, to the buttocks and the upper legs, to the knees, lower legs. It flows down to the heels, fills the feet to the tips of the toes. I want you to sit and get a good, strong visual of your body glowing with this divine light that is connected to source and is your birthright. You may feel flushed. Can you get a good, strong visual or a good, strong physical sensation? Sit with it and then say thank you, and so it is.
Thank you. And so it is.
All right, ladies, have a great night. I will see you all Wednesday. Don't forget that Tara will be doing Reiki tomorrow. You know, pop in and get you some of that healing because it's always good too. And other than that, I will see you guys Wednesday, and just keep up in the thread because I'm posting stuff daily that could be of some help as well.
Thank
That's all
you.
Okay, thank you.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Thank
Bye,
you. Good
everybody.
night, everybody.
Kate, you need to message me about lunch tomorrow.
Okay, will do. I'm on it.
Okay. Okay. Bye-bye.